Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Invin and the time is almost upon us. We are just a few hours away now from New World's launch. Now, as a lot of you guys are probably going to have a few questions, I thought I'd bring you guys an update video on all of the things we know so far and kind of give you an update on what Amazon Game Studios has actually released as kind of confirmation on when we'll get certain things like the patch notes and all that good stuff. So I'm going to cover it all here today. First things first, the pre-download is now live. So if you haven't already done that, head over to Steam. You might have to refresh your Steam account. So if you've had it open all day waiting for it, close it down and reopen it. The button should then be there when you click on the New World game in your Steam library. You'll be able to click on it and click install as you would any normal game when it is released. And then you should be able to download it to your PC ahead of tomorrow's launch so that you can get right on with launch or right on once you get back from work or whatever once the game is ready. The size of the game files is just shy of 40 gigabytes, so it's not absolutely huge, but it is a sizable amount. So particularly if you've got slower internet speeds, I would certainly recommend maybe even doing this overnight so that it's done for the morning for you if you are planning to play just shortly after the launch time. Now, once you have downloaded the game, you are able to go ahead and open it up in Steam, and I'm going to go over this with you guys in just a moment, show you some of my settings and things. But you can open it up, set your settings up. If you are a content creator like myself and you're going to be recording videos or you're going to be streaming, you can go ahead and add it as a stream source or a video source already once you open up the game, because that's available too. And you can just streamline everything, so all you need to do once you log in tomorrow is straight away just hop in and play. I've also connected my Twitch account to New World, and that's worked well whilst the game is kind of, you know, in a non-playable state too. So you can literally do everything except from create a character. Now remember with this that names and company names are global locked still. They've not updated this, so it is still going to be global locks on those. I assume, like I said in previous videos, that this is kind of for security reasons and whatnot. So that means any of my EU guys out there, we're going to have a lot of our friends from the US hopping on with us when our servers launch, because we have the earliest launch out of everybody. So for any of you US guys that do hop onto the servers, enjoy yourselves for the short stay that you have, but I'm sure it is just going to be for name reservations, mainly for companies and obviously for players. They have made an official statement through Reddit and through Twitter and such like that, saying that company names stay for a while after you've deleted it, whereas character names are pretty much straight away available again. So company names probably not really going to be worth reserving, and plus you can kind of more or less do it with different words, or, you know, an O instead of a 0 or something, like, you know, kind of mix it up a little bit, right? But character names do stay, but you don't actually even need to log into the server fully in order to reserve a character name. So you can just create that character. When you're ready to log in your own servers, delete the character and then hop on and obviously make your own one. I would imagine a lot of people are going to do this, and some people may even want to play the game even if it is lagging a little bit. So there's going to be that option there. So for any of my EU players out there that are here, brace yourselves for impact. We're going to probably have quite a lot of friends joining us for our launch as well. Now, one really important thing here, patch notes. A lot of people have been asking about this, including myself. I've got into the Amazon Games official Discord server, which they have now put out. Basically, they've said over there, and they've also said on Twitter, as you guys can see just here, it says, for adventurers requesting patch notes, keep a lookout as they will be available to view on the forums once the servers are live at 11 PM PT or 2 AM ET, or for any of my UK or EU players, that is 7 AM BST or 8 AM CET. So kind of like tomorrow morning for us, late night for you guys from America there as well. So we're not going to get them until the servers go live. So that's just is what it is. We will have to wait on that. But yeah, so that's something to look forward to. At least if you do, you know, maybe having to go into a SKU or whatever reason, you can at least look at the patch notes there and find out kind of what's changed. And I will be bringing you guys a video as soon as possible. But that leads me nicely onto the next point, which is that I am going to be streaming the entire launch. So I'm going to be going live from when the game launches for a good solid few hours. I'm then going to, you know, eat and upload my videos here to the channel that I need to upload, and then go ahead and go live again. So I'm going to be streaming the entire launch. I'm going to be live every single day going forward from launch. So if you haven't yet done so, I'm going to leave my Twitch linked just under the title bit of the description. So it's going to be very, very near the top. If you click on the show more button, it'll be straight there, and I will leave it in the comments. So please go over there and follow me if you would like to be a part of that journey on Twitch. We're going to be covering all types of the things in the game. You're going to see, you know, settlement management if we manage to get one, company management, PvP, PvE, everything. I'm just going to stream the whole way through whilst trying to do everything else as well, because I think that'll be a lot of fun. So if you do want to get involved with that, head over to Twitch. It'd be awesome to have you over there and see as many of you guys in the chat there as physically possible, because that'd be really, really cool. And also, as a follow-on point from that, just before we jump into the next section of the video here, I will be live on Twitch for a pre-launch show. I'm going to be going over some clips. I'm going to be talking about all things New World, answering questions, chatting to the community. So if you guys want to head over when you see this video go up, if it's within the first hour or two, I'm probably still going to be live on Twitch. So head over there and have a look. And as I say, if not, I'm probably sleeping now, waiting for the launch. So go ahead and follow, and I'll be live straight from the game's launch as of tomorrow. Now, one thing I do want to go over as well here is obviously the settings. So as you guys can see, you can actually launch up the game. If you click continue, it does show you the servers that are available. Some of the pings are a little bit skew width at the moment, so it's showing 53 for me, but it was showing like 20 earlier, so I think obviously it's not fully ready to go, but generally you get a rough idea of what your ping is going to be on each server. If you click create character, it says no worlds available, so you can't. I've tried it, I have tried, but you can't, unfortunately. So you will just have to kind of look at the nice pretty menu instead. There is an ability, obviously, there, as you guys can see, you can link your Twitch, which is really cool, and obviously you can fine tune all of your settings. Now, there's just a few certain things that I would recommend for you guys to do in the settings, so I'm kind of going to go over those quickly, just here to end off today's video, so you've kind of all ready and, you know, waiting to go when the game does launch. Obviously, if you're going to be streaming, you probably want a language filter on. I've personally got mine off at the moment, but if you're going to be playing in the game, you don't want to see any profanity, you can turn that one off. In terms of the gameplay, you've got camera shake. Make sure that one's turned off, particularly, you know, if you want it to be a little bit more of a smooth experience when you're running around. It does shake a fair bit, but obviously it's personal preference with that one, but I would recommend it being off. Again, camera sensitivity, you can change how fast the camera moves and stuff. I've found 22 to work for me, but it's entirely up to you guys once you get in. Obviously, you know, kind of find a middle ground, probably start off lower, and you can always increase it if you want to. And other than that, it's kind of just generally go through it and have a little look. The other things that are going to kind of affect it is automatically climb and vault over obstacles while moving. Can be useful if you use auto run a lot. Personally, I don't use it all that much, so, or at least I'm here when I am doing it, so I personally can just press spacebar. But if you're going to be sort of AFK in and watching stuff on the other screen or whatever, then you might want to turn this one on. Targeted healing, again, if you're going to be a healer, is really good to look through these ones here. And yeah, auto pin main story quests, all that kind of like quality of life stuff is in the gameplay section here as well. One really, really important thing to do, as you can see, I've got all of my graphics settings on low just to keep my PC heat as quickly down as possible. Hopefully, we can get a stream going and the game going and it's not going to overheat, so fingers crossed with that one. But as you can see, I've got them all on low for that. But one thing you absolutely want to do is set your max FPS. There's 30, there's 60, or there's uncapped, so I've just gone for 60. I've got a higher refresh monitor than that, but because that's the maximum without it being uncapped, that's what I want to do, and that does reduce the heat that the game kicks out on your PC by a massive amount, and reduces a lot of tearing when you're going into towns and things like that, because it's sticking at a steady FPS. So personally, I've found that to be really, really useful. Again, cap FPS running background on, because that means that when you've minimized or unfocused the game, it just reduces the FPS a little bit. And then you've also got this player name count limit, so again, if you're going to be high amounts of nameplates can severely affect frame rate. I've just kept mine on the default 15 there. You can up that or you can decrease that as you wish, but personally I've found that one to work fine and it doesn't impact the performance too much. Then obviously you've got things like your audio. You can all go through that in your own time and set your own settings. One thing I would recommend looking at though is your microphone, because if you haven't yet played the game, there is VoIP in the game, meaning that when you run past people, you can talk to them, which is pretty cool. You probably want push to talk button on, and obviously you'll have to set that up in your preferences and your key bindings here, so you can set up a key for that. But it is really worth doing. It's a lot of fun in New World when you do run past someone and start speaking to them. You can make friends, you can make enemies, or you can just have the most weird conversation with a random player. So it's certainly worth having on anyway. I personally really like it. You can also adjust your chat size, stuff like that as well in these settings, which is always really good. And then you've obviously got things like social, so you can look at those. You can look at your Twitch settings if you are going to link your account, like I have done myself. Accessibility, so you've got color blindness filters, text size, text to speech volume should you want it on, and text to speech rate. So, you know, in case you don't want someone speed running like I do in videos, you can actually turn that down. And then obviously you've got speech to text as well available on the bottom there. And then obviously you've got all like the terms of service, code of conduct, privacy notice, all that kind of good stuff, all the legal side of things on the bottom there should you want to read any of that. But it's just worth going over those before we actually get hands-on with the game tomorrow morning. Now, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, keeping you guys in the loop, up to date with everything that we've got before launch does go live. I've got some exciting, very exciting videos actually coming out once launch does go live, including, obviously, I'll be covering the patch notes there, so you're not going to want to miss out on that one. Other than that, as always, guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like on it down below, as it really does help me out. If you are new here to the channel and you want to see more New World content, there's going to be tons and tons of content coming out now. The game is actually going to be finally live, so make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on for that. As I said, as this video comes out, I'll be live on Twitch for a pre-launch show, and then I will be live streaming from the launch, so feel free, it's going to be in the description and in the comments, the link to my Twitch, so go over and follow me there if you would like to. And if you would like to join the Discord community, the link for that is in the description and in the comments down below as well. We're now basically over 1,000 members, which is absolutely crazy. Really grateful for that, so if you'd like to get involved with the community there, please do head on over. We'd love to have you. And other than that, if you'd like to support me directly as a creator here on YouTube, the join button for the membership program is available down below as well, and that will show you access to all of the things we have there in terms of perks. And other than that, as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care and peace.